Probably not the smartest thing I've done this summer, trying to work on the Rover in this kind of heat. Okay, welcome back. Sorry for the fan, but if I don't have the fan on, I can't be out here. So it's really too warm. It's warm, yes, it's hot. Okay, so I finished up the shock install, the other half, while you were sleeping. Yeah, I had to cut that one off. Oh, there it is. Look how crusty that was. But I had to cut that one off. It wasn't coming off with the wrenches. So it got cut off. Good times, very rusted, very bad. The front, also, I talked about how different the front shock was mounted because the washer broke, the mount broke one time. Well, that came off while I was installing. So that is the lower cup. It goes on the mount. I don't believe the top one was on there anymore, but it was no longer welded. So, and you can see how rusty, crusty that is. Can you see in the light? That's pretty crusty inside there. So they are all like that. That's how I put the paint on it. I don't think the paint's gonna stop that kind of rust, but that's what we're going with. All right, today the goal was to finish those two shocks, which I finished. And then the other goal was to take the radius arms off and get them ready for their new bushings. So let's look at what's going on there, because this is gonna extend into tomorrow. All right, underneath here, maybe we should get some lights. Pause while I get some lights. All right, radius arms. Yeah, that's probably not doing its job anymore. All right, that's a good soaking of PB Blaster. I put a 2-foot long extension bar onto my breaker bar, and I still couldn't break that loose. So that's not great. That's not good. So I have a feeling that's gonna get cut, and I'll just chop her off right there. I'm gonna try one more time. I don't know if I even gonna mess with heat. I could probably mess with heat one more time on heat. Try heat. I'll try heat, and then I'll try one more time with the breaker bar. But if that doesn't go, it ain't going. So let's try to get that done. All right, I can't do this with two hands and film at the same time. I don't know if my camera is gonna give you an angle of me working or not. No, it's not. Not like that, it isn't. All right, let's sort that out. All right, I gave that a nice heating, and that is the nylock melting out of the nut. So let me give this thing a couple of cranks and see if I can get it to go. Are you watching? Can you see? Hope so. All right, let's try this thing. It turns at all. I'll be shocked and amazed. Good grief. Nope. Worst thing to do to crescent wrench, but I'm gonna try it. Well, we can tell it's warm, that's for sure. I don't think I can get that turned. I really don't. I don't know why I'm trying even. I'm gonna try one more time. Get off. Turn just a little bit, please. Heat worked. Look at us turning it. Yay us. Alright, but what we've done is we've seriously mangled that nylock. So sourcing a new nylock for that's going to be a lot of fun. My local hardware store is probably not going to carry a nylock that size. So I'm going to have to figure out what thread count it is and all of that. Order one off somewhere else. You can see the red in there. That is rusted. Alright. Alright. I'm very happy that's moving. I did not want to cut it off.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
A third or half of a turn at a time. Take a month of Sundays to take this off. Sorry, camera all wacky again. I'd reach up there and touch it, but I know it's just short of glowing red hot, so I can't touch it. The wrench is even hot. Alright, we've proven we can take that off. Yay, yes. Now, can we get the other 3 bolts off of this thing? They're much smaller. I will hit that with a hammer later. Alright. Yeah, yes. And only one hand bruise. Yeah, yes. One hand bruise. Yeah, yes. Alright. Alright, next is that. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Okay. Next is this. Alright, it's one big giant bolt in the nut on the end, and then these 3 bad boys here. And you can see the bushings totally gone. Absolutely toast. Alright, we're going to go through this again, I think. And let me do some experimenting and spraying and stuff. I'll get back. Okay, the advantage to this one is I can get my impact on it. So we'll start with the impact on the big centerpiece and we'll see if we can get that to fit. Will it fit and do it at the same time? Will it fit and do it? Let's try it. Nope, spinning like crazy. I'm about 2 inches too long. Crap. I don't have a 28-inch. I don't have a 28-inch wrench. 28 millimeters, excuse me. Got a big ass crescent though. Come on, baby. Light my fire. Yes, sir. Yes. Okay, that's gonna take a week to take off. All right. Quarter of a turn. See if we can get the other ones. I'll get that off in a minute. Alright, that's 17. I'll clear off my bushing because, you know, it's not it's perishable now. That's what's left of poly. That's poly for you.
What we've got here is failure.
Don't count on it lasting forever. It would definitely not last forever. All right, let's see if we can get the ratchet on it. Let's get the impact on that. Yes, I know, that's just a regular socket. If it breaks, I'll buy another one. That worked nicely. Maybe we'll get this one too. We'll see. I'm not on it. That's why it's not going. All the way up on it. Let's get that wrench in place on the back side here. Where is that? All right, I've got it. I've got it locked in. Let's go this way. Power tools for the win, ladies and gentlemen. All right, that is mostly disabled now. Yay, us. All right, let's get those bolts out of there. Those will be cleaned off, I think. All right. And these will have to be replaced. These nylocks will have to be replaced. You're not supposed to use nylocks again. In a pinch, you can, but there's no reason to pinch. So how about that? Okay. My paint job's still there. That's fun. Happy about that. All right, let's see if we can get this last piece busted off. Bust it out of there. Of course not. I need to put something on it and hit it from a distance, but we've got too much crap in the way. How is that going to work? We got to get that out of there, kids. I think getting it moving is the first key to success here. Yeah, rusted in place. It ain't going nowhere. Doesn't think it is anyway. Yeah, that might as well be welded on there. That ain't going nowhere. We have to be a lot more creative to get that out. Not sure what that looks like right now. We need to do some thinking. All right, we tried everything known to man. I banged on it, I got it hot, I PB blasted it, and I've basically damaged the bolt now. It was gonna have to be cut off. I'm just gonna cut it off. Cutting it. Yeah, so that's how those are coming off. I'll have to replace those. So some research is going to be necessary. Okay, I can't cutting wheel with one hand and let you see. So I'm going to do this the hard way. Maybe you can see. Maybe I can get you on the other side. Maybe you can see it from this side. Sure you can. These tools are in the way now. Needed them before, now you don't need them in my way. Okay, I was talking to you. I thought I was off. All right, let's see if we can move this with the hammer now. That doesn't look encouraging. I don't think I got all of it.
One eternity later.
Never quit. Never give up. Just keep plugging away. And eventually, you'll get to there. So I cut it off on this side as well as this side. I forgot there was a sleeve in there. So I've buggered this mount piece up. I'm gonna have to put a bolt in there and squish that back together. I've got that bolt still stuck in there. You see, all right? Yeah. So this bolt's still, the head of that bolt's still stuck in there. And that's gonna have to be squished back together. That rust. Good old-fashioned rust. Wow. Okay. I think I'm toast. I'm done for the day. That was a bear. So I'm guessing the bolt and the sleeve are. I'm guessing the bolt and the sleeve are rusted together in a rust weld sort of way, and therefore none of that wanted to play along. You can see the rust on the threads right here. That goes all the way to the mounting piece, so it's pretty, that's pretty jammed up. Alright, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, because you're already this far in, you might as well. And I'll see you next week. And next week, hopefully, we'll be putting some radius arms together. Fingers crossed. Oh.